friendly pawns can also be a disadvantage. Gupta Kantans is an example with many theoretical positions with additional pawns. Sometimes they will help the defender, sometimes they will harm him. White to move and win, and really find the point. Why does the additional h7 pawn is black's undoing? Rook takes c4 check. Yeah, threatening rook e8. So black must give up the rook. And now this would be a draw without the h7 pawn, but with it white wins, as the pawn prevents the stalemate defense. Okay, after h5, white has rook b8. No body check. And the h-pawn is not dangerous. The h-pawn can easily be stopped by the rook, but the time won by the queen is what counts. The a-pawn is a really dangerous enemy, and white must deal with it mostly. And here, yeah, body check, game over. Yeah, and after king b3, the typical technique, Zwischenschach. You should know this, Zwischenschach now, by heart. Yeah, and without the pawn it's a known draw, but with the pawn there is no stalemate, but on the other hand, it's real mate. And after king e3, okay, the knight doesn't really help. Okay, the additional pawn, but it doesn't really help the knight. Game over. The nightmare for the knight. Okay. But in the game, Gupta probably thought somehow that this is a draw, knows the theoretical draw and so on, knows that it is draw, so plays rook e5 immediately. But now, the additional pawns conspire to help black. Okay. Rook f8 is wrong, yeah, then white just controls everything, and the additional pawn, this additional winning potential really helps the rook a lot when fighting against pawns. This increases the chances very, very much. And white win. So Kantans played c3. This is his best trump, of course. The rook e8. Yeah, it's a draw. C-pawn is too strong. And what now? To take the pawn or not to take the pawn? Yeah, you probably guess it. The pawn helps black. The pawn must remain. If the pawn is taken, then white wins. Yeah. Okay. Game over. And now check. And black's king is far too far away. White has full control, and his king will decide the issue. And in this case, the additional pawns help white, as, okay, without the a5 and h7 pawn, it would be a draw, of course. The king is outside the winning zone, but with the pawns, the stalemate defense is not possible, and so white is winning. Yeah, this is one sample line, but white always wins, as the pawns prevent the usual stalemate defense with the bishop's pawn. So Kantans shows the right move, but now went wrong. He should just take and play c2, and now white can win. Of course, taking the pawn is wrong. White wins now. Okay, similar reasons, but now the pawn acts as an umbrella, and it's a draw. White can win the h-pawn, but not the game. He can also win the a-pawn, but then a drawn queen ending will result with the pawn on a3. The a-pawn is not such a dangerous pawn in a queen ending. So here the additional pawn helps black, as it acts as an umbrella. While here the additional pawn conspires against black, as it prevents a stalemate defense. So yeah, there are really a lot of possibilities which make chess such a rich game, fortunately. Yeah. While in the game, content shows a check, but yeah, now it's just over. There will not be a real force fast of the game. As check, and then the white's attack easily prevails, so contents resigned. Yeah, probably it was an extreme time pressure at this moment. Yeah, and again here, the h-pawn conspires against black, and especially nice, I think, is rook b8 here. This is the main priority of white. Yeah. Here, yeah. Again, white wins, and here the additional pawn helps black as it acts as a shield. And here, again, it helps white as it prevents the stalemate defense. So you should be familiar with such nuances and don't be greedy and take every pawn you can in your side or so, but really sometimes the pawns of your opponent help you and then conspire with them and don't take them.